Come on. Hi, and I am back with another video. This one isn't a challenge video. This one is more of a diary type video, so like a vlog for my memory. So every year, me and my two best friends, we don't buy each other birthday presents or anything. Instead, we decide to arrange like an outing or arrange for us to do something. Just because we think it's better like that, we feel like it's nice for us to be able to have a time with the three of us together, because we're always all over the place and we don't really know who is where when. So at least when we know we arrange something, we're all going to be together and we can make memories together. Ugh. So how it works, say now it's Miriam's birthday, me and Fionn arrange something and we pay our way, and then we pay for Miriam's travel and accommodation and whatever event we're doing. So for Miriam's, we ended up deciding to go to Blackpool. Miriam didn't know where she's going, so it's a surprise. We never tell each other what we're doing. So we drove up to Blackpool and our first activity was Blackpool dungeons. Now Miriam isn't very good with scary stuff. She's quite jumpy. She said, guys, if we're going to the dungeons, I'm not coming. But we got her in, but literally before we even went to like take our tickets to the reception area, this woman dressed as a jester jumped out at Miriam and, well, she didn't jump out, she was stood next to Miriam and she just shouted hey in Miriam's face, and she herself, like literally it was hilarious. I literally had to wrestle her into the lift. So we went down the lift. When the doors opened, the jester jumped out again. Miriam literally punched the woman who was stood in front of her. This woman is a stranger, she didn't know who this woman was, and she legit just punched her in fear. We took her and then fine, she was okay through a lot of it. Like she was always grabbing onto me or Fionn. And then we got into like the torture chamber, and the man, well, the actor that was there, chose Miriam to go into the dungeon. So she got locked in there for the whole of that sequence. And then as we were leaving, he wasn't letting her out. And she was like, oh my God, do not leave Fionn, and then she turns to the actor, starts talking to him as an actor, not as a character. She was like, I don't think you realise you have to let me out, I cannot be here. And I was like, Miriam, it's fine. Once we leave the room, you're gonna be let out. But she, like, nah, she wasn't having any of it. So the actor had to let her out early. And then another funny part that happened in the dungeons was like we're taken back to like William Wallace times. It's like a war or a battle, I guess you'd call them back then. And so behind us is like this wooden barricade type of thing, like a wooden fence. Like the actor's like, oh, they're coming, and then you hear like the sound of people or troops or whatever coming towards you, and the next thing this wall or the barricades start shaking and vibrating like really loud. And then the guy's like, everyone, get down, get down. Miriam hit the deck so hard, she literally starfished the floor. And like stood next to me is just like this random guy, and he looks at me and I look at him and I'm like, what is she doing? Like she does realise it's not real, but Miriam was like acting like it was legit, like genuine, someone was coming for her. She was like starfished on the floor. And the man goes, get out, everyone, get out, and like shouting towards like the door, pointing towards the door. Miriam literally scrambles herself off the floor and runs towards the door, like, you know, like in cartoon where you see like the characters sort of like running, like there's a wheel spin but with their feet type of thing. Well, that was literally Miriam. It was like a cartoon coming to life in front of you. It was so funny. Even though she hated it, I think she did enjoy it, but maybe not as much as me and Fionn enjoyed it. So anyway, our other activities included SeaWorld, and we took her to Madame Tussauds, which she'd never been to before, so she was quite chuffed to go there. We had a good laugh there, to be honest, really good laugh. A lot of people looked strange at us. Actually, I'll include a clip of us in a phone booth where you typed in like a year and it would play a song from that year. It played Spice Girls, and all three of us were in this phone booth literally singing our hearts out, and there was like people walking past us and being like, what are these girls doing? And like we did it like 5 times to try and get like the footage we wanted to get. And then on our last fall day, we went up Blackpool Tower, but we had to come down early because there was like a high wind speed or something and it wasn't safe for us to be up there. But we were the last ones to come down, so we were actually up there for quite a while. Then we went down to the circus and we watched the circus performance, which is absolutely fab. I remember when I was younger, we used to go to Blackpool every year to see the Blackpool lights, and the circus used to be part of our trip, so it was nice to sort of reminisce and think back of the good old days, you know, when you're younger, not a care in the world, having to pay any bills. I mean, that was our Blackpool trip. There was probably a lot of things that actually happened that I cannot remember. Had some really nice tapas. Oh, we went to cinema one night. I think we watched The Secret Life of Pets, but I cannot be 100% sure that that is the film that we watched. But anyway, our trip kind of came to an end, and at the end of our trip I had to drive from Blackpool to Cardiff, which is about a 5-hour drive, because that night I was going to a Beyonce concert, which I will talk about in a different video, and then Miriam had to go to London, and then Fiona was going home. So yeah, all in all it was a really good trip, and you know, it's so nice to have time with your friends. For all 3 of us to be together, it's something that's becoming rarer, and being able to do that, it's such a nice thing to be able to do. As I said, this video is kind of a memory slot for me. It's kind of my diary. So if you have watched this video, thanks for popping by. Diolch! That's a wrap, Blackpool. I clicked something I wasn't supposed to click.